When the Sports Personality of the Year award is presented later this month, Ronnie O'Sullivan will probably go unnoticed once more, but it's about time he was acknowledged as the legend that he is. If you are among those who become agitated over the Sports Personality of the Year title, think about this. The man who has been the giant of his sport for 30 years, dominating his competitors in the same way that Tiger Woods once did, has never received the BBC award. Steve Davis won it in 1988 and Stephen Hendry was runner-up to Paul Gascoigne in 1990, but O'Sullivan has not even been on the podium. While nominated, he did not even make the frame, excuse the pun, in 2022, the year in which he clinched his record-equaling 7th World Championship. Nope, Ronnie could not even edge out curling's Eve Muirhead for the bronze medal. While Mary Earps, another lioness, is the bookies' favorite for the 2023 edition, it remains to be seen if the error against the Dutch at Wembley the other night will change people's opinions. England women's striker Beth Mead finished first in the polls last year. And if O'Sullivan was not in the top 3 in a year in which he again won at the Crucible, he probably has little or no hope in a year in which he left Sheffield after the quarter-final stage. However, following his victory at the UK Championships, he need to be considered a favourite. Being the youngest winner of a blue ribbon title and then the oldest winner of that title 30 years later is probably the greatest sporting accomplishment ever. In golf, Jack Nicklaus won his final major 23 years after winning his first, and Tiger Woods' first and last majors were separated by 22 years. O'Sullivan, though, has not only been at the top of his sport for 3 astonishing decades, he looks as though he can win more UK titles, more world titles, more Masters titles, collectively known as snooker's Triple Crown titles. O'Sullivan has now won 22. When I first spoke with O'Sullivan more than 20 years ago, he discussed his mental and psychological issues. He even sought assistance from former England cricket captain Mike Burley back then. Since then, and even in the last few weeks, O'Sullivan has been candid and open about his difficulties. Therefore, it takes work to continue to produce the best snooker the sport has ever seen. If you did not see the final frame clearance against Ding Junhui, an exhibition-style 129, then try and do so. It was the ultimate example of a master going about his craft in a way no one else can. O'Sullivan has issues to sort out with World Snooker's governing body. Hasn't he always? But when a member of York's Barbican audience shouted, as Ronnie was finishing Ding off on Sunday night, that O'Sullivan was a legend, the fan was spot on. Despite all of his shortcomings, O'Sullivan is a living legend in sports. And it's past due that he be acknowledged as one.